obviously have to ask Bruce, you know, like, what has this, like, hiatus been for the past, like, time, you know? Like, obviously, if I didn't ask that, that would be kind of insane, so.
This hiatus, bro, has been...
Nigga, we haven't seen Bruce for, like, the past, 6 months? I think that's pretty crazy.
I got Bruce, I got my guy Protect, and I got Eric here. How's it going, guys?
Oh, well, how you doing?
Chilling, man, chilling.
Why didn't Eric say nothing?
Yo, it's so funny because, Bruce, the first time we ever spoke, I don't know if you remember it.
Not really.
Okay, so I'll tell you. So
I know this is long overdue, though.
Yeah, this is super. We've been talking for like a long time, but I did like an interview with Lucky, and then I think this is when you were like reacting a lot to like Lucky things, right? I guess when I was editing it in Premiere or something, there was like something that fucked up in the edit, so like you reacted to it, and yeah, I'll just play it.
You're not supposed to have that. So, I feel
Yeah, this is my script. I remember that.
And then when you dislike the video, bro. But that's valid. I get it though, because that fucked up your whole experience. You know?
Yeah, I was trolling though, but you did irritate me. That shit was crazy.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. But
was that through TTS? I'm thinking that was probably through TTS.
Now we're finally here, and you know, there's a lot obviously to ask you guys. But I think the first thing, let's just like get this clear, bro. Like, are you guys related?
They're cousins, right?
You never know.
For real?
I don't know the
Anything
answer
like
to
that?
that one, bro. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think it's nobody's business. Like,
I could have sworn they were
Is
cousins.
it?
nobody's business.
I just think you guys are like identical twins, bro. And if you were not related, like that's insane. There's no way.
Hey,
Well, I mean, they're obviously fucking related. They got to be like cousins. They're not brothers. I don't think they're brothers, but they're definitely cousins because look at the yams. The yams are yamming, man. They literally got the same face, forehead structure, and the yams are undeniable. Come on, keep it in a Binsky Tawaski.
talent and streaming, talent and rapping, right?
Yeah.
It runs in the fam.
For real. Okay.
And he literally just said it. He just said it runs in the fam. Like, come on.
That was just so
Fair, yeah. Someone did say in the comments of one of the videos, like, nah, they got their noses are the exact same.
We reading that shit all the time.
It'd
bro.
be like that.
It'd be like that, yeah. All right. Well, yeah. I mean, I obviously want to.
Okay, I forgot this dude's name, but he hasn't said anything so far. We're 2 minutes into the video. He hasn't said anything, and he keeps staring to over there. Like, what's over there? Why is he staring over there so much?
Ask like whether you guys are related or not. I'm gonna assume yes. Like, when was the first time you guys like actually met? Because I know you didn't. You're from Georgia. You're from Buffalo,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
What year would you say?
2021.
2021.
Yeah, 2021 going into 2022.
But was really knew of each other before that though.
Yeah.
We was chilling in Discord playing 2K all the time. Like 2020. I feel like going into 2021 COVID era.
Bruce's COVID era was low key goated
Been
though.
locked in
I ain't gonna
for
cap.
real.
Yeah, friends before anything.
I feel like every in person played basketball, met everybody, like the whole collective and everything. Like that's when it just really started to come to fruition. Everybody had their own talents and what they wanted to do, and everybody was pretty much set on what they wanted to strive for in their life.
Would you guys say like, if you could like both think of like your best memory together, do you think right now it would be the same thing? Like if you both thought of it right now?
I got mine.
Dude,
My shit.
Yeah. How about you guys say it at the same time? You know?
You got yours.
I got mine.
Okay, on 0. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, 0.
Miami.
Yeah, Miami. Oh God, Miami for sure.
Where it all started, for real.
Yeah. I said ball summer, man.
Right? You heard too, right? Man, I want me to explain it.
Hell yeah, you go.
Because I'm more so orchestra. Like, this is
Yeah,
where,
like,
this is where my brain.
Come on, you gotta explain
just,
that shit.
You feel me? So, going through like a hate wave or whatever the case may be, it's like, okay, what is something positive? You know, I got these positive group of people around me that are striving for something, and I'm big in my field to the point where I could plant seeds for my friends and family and watch them grow as well, you know. So he had sent me this song, and this is before I even knew like of his music or anything. Mind you, me and this nigga, we just playing 2K, we playing in the rec, you feel me, yelling at each other, smoking in Discord and shit like that. So when I heard his music, All on Me, it was like I'm riding in a Black Wing late night on some, feel me, like just going through it in my head.
That's
Then he sent me
crazy.
this song, I'm like Baja Summer. I'm like, oh, it got a ring to it. It's summertime. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's turned the negativity into something positive. And we decided to all go to Miami, and that's where Baja Summer came about. Shot the video to that. Everybody was included. Then I was also made my move back to Twitch coming from Kick, so it was like that was a big moment for me too. And everybody was just there. It was a fun time, like just the most memorable time, honestly.
Yeah. And I didn't even like the song. I hated Baja Summer. Like,
For real,
I
at first you did?
that shit. I hated that song, bro.
Why?
Bro, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I just like had doubts, bro. And he was like, "Nah, bro, that shit hard. Like, we gotta shoot to it." Like, he pressed the issue. Like, no, bro. Like, this is the song we doing. I'm like, let's do it, bro. History was made, bro.
What do you think was so special about that song that you knew you had to do the video to?
The lyrics.
Yeah.
I feel like the lyrics really spoke to me at that time. I'm like, nah, bro, you tripping. Like, this shit trim. Like, niggas dick around because they mad. That's fact.
Nah, facts. Nah,
So,
facts.
like, when the lyrics hit my ears, I'm like,
Matter of fact, I'm gonna play that song after
this
this.
shit got a ring to it. You feel me? Like, literally got a
Niggas
ring
dick
to
around
it.
'cause
He's
they
like,
mad.
Bro, I got way more harder songs than this. I'm like, bro, I know. But this is what's going to get the ball rolling. And enough said, it did.
Yeah. It's crazy because, like, if people watch your documentary, Bruce, I feel like only then would they know that, you know, before all the success, you were, like, doing this for a long time. You know, you had some, like, years of struggle, for sure. And I think 13 is when you started content, right? Tell me about what you kind of had to, like, sacrifice back then, you know?
I feel like most of the things I had to sacrifice that I put to the side, realistically, prom, you know, things that parents look forward to you doing while you're in school. Like, instead, I'm just in a whole different room on the floor on the laptop. You feel me? Streaming, yelling at people, playing 2K, roasting people all day. So it's just like sacrifice even feeling the need to go to college.
He low-key sacrificed, just like him being, I wouldn't say like a regular teenager, but low-key a regular teenager. Because your regular teenager, they're having their proms and shit, like he was saying. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to go out, try new things. All the nigga was doing was just streaming on his laptop on the floor, chasing a dream that probably wasn't even possible until you made it possible.
College, signing up for college or anything like that, you know, I full on took the risk. So I feel like that was the biggest sacrifice because I really put all my eggs in one basket. So, but came to fruition.
So you really didn't go to prom?
Nope.
What were you doing that exact?
Damn,
you were
that's
streaming
crazy.
That day?
Yup.
That's insane. I mean, I also saw.
Yeah, that's real though, man.
You know, obviously, like financially later in your life, you did a lot better. But there was a point where you kind of had to like skip out on eating certain things that you wanted to. You know, like Chick-fil-A and things like that. You know, tell me about that.
It was nothing but noodle sandwich. Well, now I wouldn't say noodle sandwiches, ramen noodles and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, bro.
Ooh.
Nah,
It
real.
wasn't bad. That's good eats right there. That's really not bad eats, but it was a point in time where I was really just spending my money on clothes and anything that I got. So fashion part played a part too.
Why'd you spend it on clothes so early on? Do you feel like that it was because like that was helping the streaming shit too?
Nah, that was just my passion.
Yeah.
I had to feel like I was always putting this shit on. So it came.
Bro,
with
I want that
clothes,
Chanel
and
bag
then,
so
all right,
bad.
Am I going
No
to get
cap.
this C or am I going to get the Supreme box logo? You feel me? And I got the Supreme box
Right,
logo. So yeah.
I feel you. Well, I don't want to turn this into like a finance podcast, but like, what was like your first like financial independent moment where you're like, yo,
Bro,
fuck all the struggling, bro. Like, I kind of made it.
When I was able to pay my mom bills, feel like. Then when I started paying my own bills, I'm like, hold on, this life shit real. Bills don't stop. So
Yeah.
when I was able to help her financially and like, you know, give my dad money and stuff like that too, it just helped everybody around me. Like, I never knew that I was gonna be the chosen one to be able to help everyone around me. So when that started to be shown, I'm just like, wow, it's a blessing. You know?
Protect, what about you? Because I'm gonna be honest, I only found out about you like a little over a year ago. And if you go on your Spotify, like it only shows music from 2024 onwards. But you know, you had another name, you're making music. How long have you been like grinding at this?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Since I was like 14. Yeah, so it's been a minute. If you look through my SoundCloud, like I always had songs that like did good, but like that was it. It didn't lead to nothing. So like it was just a struggle of trying to figure out like how to like, you know what I'm saying, stay, you know, not just make a song and that should do good and that's it. Like how do I make my name stay, you know?
Well, Loki made his name through Bruce. So I guess that was his come up. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna speak for everybody when I say this. Nobody really knew who Protech was until Bruce. And that's not a bad thing, you know what I'm saying? He put his homie on. But nobody really knew who he was.
So that was probably like a big struggle for like the first like, I'm gonna lie, 5-6 years of rapping.
Yeah, a lot of people would like quit after like 5-6 years too, like no one caring, you know.
I just loved it too much. Like even if I wanted to quit, like I find myself rapping the next day. So it was like, if you love this shit, bro, you're not gonna quit.
True, and it's some shit that you would probably do for free, even if you didn't.
I was doing it. That's what I'm saying. I was doing it for free. So it was like money wasn't even the goal for real. It was just keep rapping. You know.
What was the first thing that worked? You think?
First thing that worked, I think, All on Me was like, even before like Ball or something. Like when I made All on Me, like I remember listening to it. Like there's just no way like people don't hear this and like fuck with it. I really felt like I put my all into that shit. That's why I said All on Me. Like I put my all into that. You know. So that was like the first time in my like whole career where I was like, it's gonna work. So
yeah, man. I want you guys to walk me through like that one day that you decided to form a collective. Like, but what was the one day where like you guys actually started it? You hit everyone up. We're gonna do this.
He already had the collective behind his name, and I'm just like, it felt like I was the missing piece to push it. You know what I'm saying? So like he already had his boys behind him who was supporting him from Buffalo, and I'm like, well, what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's people around, like, they gotta see how cool this shit is. You know, they don't even know who I hang around. Like, most people, they try to figure out, oh, who's his friends? Who does he hang around? You know what I'm saying? So, May, so it's coming up on a year.
Yeah.
damn,
Year anniversary, right?
crazy.
So, last year, May, that's when it was really, like, solidified. Like, all right, ball shit.
Yeah, and it's crazy how much that has traveled. Like any post about Protect, like you'll just see the emojis, the ball, and the hawk. Like
And that was always the point. It's so raw to see because like that was literally the goal from the beginning. Like before all this, so like the fact that people do it without even saying nothing is like that was the whole point. You know?
Yeah. Well, tell me, just for the fans who don't know, list out every single member in the collective, just so everyone knows.
Well, shit, it's more than rap. You know, like it's me, Bruce. You got 7. Money Race, Band Sex, Samir, he do the clothes. T Gray shoot the videos. You know, Sneak was supposed to be here, but you know he got tied up.
He's hard, by the way.
Yeah, Sneak is crazy. Yeah. I feel like I'm missing some people.
Brady.
But really, like everybody we hang around, everybody you see us with, you know, ball hogging friends, you know. But
Is that the white boy's name,
I
Brady?
don't know if you guys are like actively looking for people to join and stuff, but I'm curious, like, what does it take for someone to kind of join the collective?
Me to answer. I feel like I have an answer for it. It's just like can't be forced.
yeah, it's not like a set. It's not no like checklist to join or nothing. It's not even like you could join. You know, it's not like a. It was before Ball Hog. It was already kind of like a thing where we already had our group. So it's like, you know,
It was already set in stone in a way, like where you carve something into the cement before it dry up. And after it dry up, you can't really put nothing else into it.
All right, man. We're basically 13 minutes in this video, and 7 hasn't said a damn thing. He hasn't even been asked a question. So I'm guessing maybe the reason why homeboy right here is not asking him a question is because he's not talking, or what? Because I feel like, bro, if you're on this interview, you I mean, even if motherfucker ain't asking you questions, you still gotta say something. You know, so motherfuckers can at least hear your voice.
Oh, you never know, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
true. You never know.
Yeah.
I never say never, but like, I feel like we got a pretty set group. Great start.
I feel like I could be a part of Ball Hog, but at the same time, I don't want to be a part of Ball Hog because I want to start. I don't want to really start my own shit. Like I don't necessarily want to start my own group, but I want to have my own community. You know what I'm saying? I don't want people to be like, oh, that's Stunner, he's ball hog. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, oh, that's Stunner, he's Stunner. You know what I'm saying? Just some like shit like that.
Starting 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to ball hog though.
It's funny because Bruce, you're not like an artist per se, but I know you have like made a song. I heard when you and like you're on a stream, you played it. Like I said, you're not an artist, but I'm curious, like when like Sneak or like Protect is in the studio, I'm sure you come with sometimes. Do you ever just like give your input or like be like, yo, use this melody or these bars? Or?
Hell no, bro. Being in the studio, bro. I genuinely dislike hearing the same things over. Unless it's them, I can sit in the studio, but I never critique their craft because I'm not no rapper. So, like, even when I made that, I'm just like, I'm about to see how fast I can make something. Like, and I just literally made that within a day span.
Yeah.
And it was just so crazy. Bank teller really was blowing my fucking phone up though. It was annoying.
Yeah?
I swear.
He can do what he want.
Yeah?
For real. If he put his mind to it, he could be a rapper. But I don't think that's what he want to do. But he definitely could do what he want to.
Well, you put out the Ball Hog for Life project, and I feel like that was like really, really big moment. I saw that on the internet a lot.
That
it was pretty divisive.
I ain't gonna lie. That album was fire. Whoever say that shit not fire, man, that shit was fire, bro.
A lot of people that loved it. A lot of people that were shitting on it. It was divisive, but I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
What do you feel like that project did for you, and like, is it everything you envisioned?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I have only good things to say about that project. You know, like the whole point was to set the tone. You know, like that's why it's Ball Hog for Life. It's a Ball Hog tag on every song. Like,
I felt that.
Ballin', you know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
Like, that's what it was. That was.
That makes a lot of sense because when I listen to it, it sounds like they was just really trying to like push some shit out there, which is Ball Hog.
Bro was just balling. Like you see it, we was playing basketball, all that. So, you know, I'm in love with that project, and I really feel like it did what it was supposed to do for everybody involved. You know, not just me. I feel like it set up everybody in a good way. So I'm very proud of it.
Your beat selection is also like really interesting to me. You know, like I don't think you've ever had a bad beat.
Yeah, bro. I used to like listen to dubstep and shit as a kid. So like, I'm used to listening to beats with no lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Like my whole life I used to do that. So like, beats is just I know when I hear a good beat like instantly. So
you listen to dubstep like who like Skrillex and shit like that? Or?
I mean like, bro, it was this YouTube channel. It was called like Bass Nation or something.
I know what
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know that channel. Bro, I used to listen to that shit when I was like a junior in high school. So I don't know. I had like a little dubstep. What's that shit called? Skrillex, or I don't even know if that's the name or what it was called. But I used to have a phase where I would just listen to dubstep on max volume, nigga. I'm not gonna lie. I felt like I was like a prime autistic nigga back then, bro. Because that's all I would listen to for like that whole year, bro. It was that and like Chance the Rapper, and I would just blast that shit all like throughout the entire day, blasting in my ears. That's probably why I wouldn't say I got bad hearing, but I low-key got bad hearing because of that, because I was literally blasting it. And y'all know how them Apple headphones are, bro. Like them shits are crisp. So every single little and then like boom, that shit was in my ear, bro. I remember one time I was in class with it, blasting it, and a teacher came up to me and she was like, "Oh, you gotta turn it down. It's kind of disrupting the class." I'm like, I was surprised. I didn't even know it was that loud, but I guess it was that loud. Shit.
It was niggas like RL Grimes, like just crazy people. Like I'm trying to remember their names, but like they would just post like some random like beat like every day, and I'm just listening to it on YouTube like 6th grade.
Those are the days, bro. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. There's also that one song that's like obviously super popular, but like Scary Monsters.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's like.
All right, you too, Zen.
Like raw as hell. Like,
you say it, gang.
Like you've had work with you, right? How'd that happen? Like, did you already know him or?
Bro, to be honest, I was just on his beats early, so like I was just like, let me just DM bro, and be like, yo, you feel me? What's up with this beat? He sent it to me, got on it, and then when he started getting popular, like I had dropped Babysit around the same time. Everybody started fucking with him, so it just went up together. Yeah.
Hard. Do you guys still work together to this day, or?
Who knows?
You know what's funny is I did an interview.
Ain't gonna say nothing.
I went to London and I interviewed a bunch of the London artists, and one of them was my favorite, Jim Legacy. I asked him, I'm like, what are you listening to right now? And he's like, bro, protect, bro. You know? Which is crazy to see how the music travels. So like,
Yeah.
what's your thoughts on that? Have you heard his music?
Yeah, I heard his music. He's raw. That's just really cool. It's just love, bro. Honestly, like the fact that he even felt, you know what I'm saying, like he felt good enough about my music to say that on an interview. I appreciate that. So yeah, I fuck with bro.
What do you envision like 5-7 years for the collective? You know, I'm sure you guys have your nights where you just sit and you think and you're like, yo, bro, I imagine we did this and that. You know?
What I envision for it is to show.
This nigga is mad awkward, son. What's good, bunny? Welcome to the stream, little twin. We just vibing right now. We vibing. We listen. We watching this BruceDropEmOff little interview with his ball hard niggas. You know what I'm saying? We just chilling. This is the first little segment or whatever. But welcome. What y'all guys do today?
So the young black youth, they could do anything they put their mind to. And you can also win with your brothers and people around you that's the same color as you. Or
Type
if they're
shit.
not, you know. I've had somebody say, y'all like the odd future wolf gang of the underground. Like, it's a whole bunch of crazy shit.
Yeah.
You know,
What
just
the
'cause
fuck?
everybody got their own swag, you know, it's no, oh, what should I wear? Should I wear this? Should I wear that?
I'm not gonna lie. I know these are Jordans, or they might be Jordans. I don't know, but these are tough, and I've seen them before. And I remember when I was younger, I used to see them. Niggas used to go crazy over this shoe. But I don't know if they're Jordans or like or what are they? I don't know. But these bitches are hard.
Everybody come as they are. You know what I'm saying? Everybody believes in God around here. So it's just like we all have a belief. We all have faith in something. So I feel like that'll always prevail.
And what do you feel about the odd future and like comparison things like that? Like
That's crazy as hell. They have Frank Ocean. But
Yeah, that's
I understand that though. I understand what they mean by the movement shows within the underground and comments and people
True.
wanting to hear new music and stuff.
I can agree with that.
I'm proud of them.
I definitely could agree with that.
Of what is becoming.
I obviously have to ask Bruce, you know, like what has this like hiatus been for the past like, time? You know, like
Okay.
obviously if I didn't ask that, that'd be kind of insane. So
This hiatus, bro, has been one of the most eye-opening things I've ever been through. Because this is the most time I've taken away from doing something I love, you know, to get realigned with just life in general and God, to be honest. Because I feel like as you get things that you pray for, you become jaded. And
I can see that.
jaded feeling can lead you astray off of what you're really focused on and what you.
That's probably why the nigga was. That's probably why he crashed out. Because like what he said, when you get things that you wanted and you feel jaded or whatever, he has everything. So that's probably why he was crashing out a little bit. Still fuck with him though. Like if you fuck with somebody, if they crash out, it is what it is, man.
Really started it for, so it's been a real eye opener. Definitely needed it, but I'm glad that I pushed the collective so hard before taking that hiatus to where they were still able to work and, you know, put me in the spotlight.
Hey, that's real though. He did his big ones so that when he took his little break, his homies could do their big ones. That's low key real. Cause when he took that break, I feel like when he took that break, that's when Protech and like all the rest of them niggas, they low key like blew up because now they're not being outshined by the sun. You know what I'm saying? Now they're in the spotlight, which I think was pretty real with him. He pushed all his homies' work. He took his little break, and you know.
In some type of way while I'm gone.
I mean, you're saying it was really eye opening. Like, what were you doing in that 6 months, like day to day, or like what was memorable?
We went to Hawaii. Like,
Yeah, that shit was raw.
just continue like.
I remember that
continuously
Hawaii-
working,
that Hawaii
keeping my mind
vlog.
Busy and active, you know, like just working behind the scenes, just making sure my mental is straight. You know, that's number one. I feel like and when I'm tunnel vision locked in behind a computer screen, it's kind of hard to do.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of
True.
think about myself last when it comes to that because I enjoy making so many people happy. So when it was time to make myself happy, it was just like, how?
Right.
You know, like how can I pour back into myself after pouring into thousands and thousands of people? So
Interesting. But I'm happy for you though. You know.
thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. You know, it's correct me if I'm wrong. This is just my thoughts. You guys feel free to chime in. But like, I'm not gonna lie. I know streamers make a lot of money, and you know, a lot of it is you sit behind a
Shit.
camera. And
He just said I know a lot of streamers make a lot of money, right? Nigga. That's false. Because I have no car. Fuck you talking about, man? Streamers make a lot of money, nigga. If that's true, nigga, I'd be rich right now. No cap. No, eventually it's gonna happen. I ain't even tripping, but you know what I'm saying? Let's be honest.
Talk to your fans, and it seems easy.
Where we at? 2046? Alright, let's keep it like that.